is so much more to a day in the life of a bobsleigh athlete than people would think, so I'm going to try and show you a little bit of that. We are responsible for transporting our own sled, so that involves loading them up in the morning in the van, getting the van to the track and getting them to the top of the track. Once we're there, we leave them in a park area with the rest of the sleds, and then I go on a track walk with my coach just to go over the track before we actually go down it. Like every other sport, it's important we warm up, but in bobsleigh that's often done in cold car parks or out in the snow. What I'm doing here is called a mine run. Basically, I'm just going over the track in my head before I go down. Now, these sleds are awkward and heavy to move, so here's a bit of a video on how you do that, because I guess no one really knows how you actually move a bobsled. So here you can see my lovely monobob. So monobob is just for one person, just for the pilot. They are 163 kilos. However, I have to add additional weight into the sled because I'm on the lighter side. So it actually is probably closer to about 170 kilos, which is the same weight as a two-man sled. Now, a training day normally has about 2 or 3 training runs. This day we actually did both monobob and two-man, which you can see in this video here. Our coaches are responsible for taking these videos of us sliding, which is very important for feedback later on. Now, I mentioned the weight before, so most training days, especially just before a race, we're always weighing the sled just to make sure we're not overweight or we're not underweight by too much. Once we get back to our garage, we're basically checking over the sleds. Now, this was actually a training day right before a race, so we do all the final checks, make sure all the runners and everything is aligned and ready to go in the sled. And I'm very grateful for my team because they also do a lot of the work, even when it's monobob work. Once all the dirty work is done, we give the sleds a clean and a polish. Then it's time to move on to sanding and polishing the runners. So this process takes quite a long time, but basically we're trying to get all the little scratches out of the runners and get them as shiny and as sleek as possible, ready for race day. In case you didn't work out, runners are the things that go on the bottom of the sled that actually connect with the ice. They're also very expensive, so we protect them with our lives. By this point in the day, it's actually fairly late. All of the things I've shown you in this video take quite a long time to do. So it's now time to pack the bag, make sure I've got everything, and get a good night's sleep.